So the multi-tool market has been flooded with plier-based multi-tools, but there is also a fairly large presence of adjustable wrench multi-tools over the years. So let's go ahead and review a couple here. Now, one of the latest ones that I've gotten in is actually this Husky multi-tool. And this one right here has a very large and very heavy adjustable wrench head at the end. When we measure it, it opens up around 3/4 of an inch wide. It has a knife. It will also have a serrated knife with a file on one side, and then it actually even packs a set of pliers. Now, these pliers are a little bit hard to use because you have to use it like this. A really odd tool, to be honest. And then you've got your screwdriver on the handle of the plier. Now, I know there's several like this, but I'm not a huge fan of this. When I actually encounter it, it looks good on paper, but when you actually use the 4mm double-sided bit driver, how do you use it? Like that, maybe? Anyway, so this tool is very bulky. It feels very cheap. Now, this is a used tool. They don't sell it anymore, I don't believe, but as you can see, this isn't even fitting right. So I have to force it into the handle, and unfortunately, it's just not a very good tool, but I sort of felt like I needed to add it to my collection so I could give an overview and let you guys know I don't think this is one that is worth buying. Now, what other multi-tools are on the market? Well, one that is actually predating all these is the Zoo line. This was made in Japan. I've mentioned it before, I think, in one of my shorts. And it's a unique concept in that it's a pocket knife adjustable wrench. So let's see if I can open this right. There we've got the knife, and then we have the combo tool, which the bottle cap lifter, we've got a screwdriver, and then a file on the end. And then almost like a lanyard keychain adapter on the end as well. So this one comes in, let's see, let's go ahead and measure this quick. Comes in just over 4 inches. It's very narrow, and it is a very unique take, but it doesn't really check all the boxes that I want with an adjustable wrench. Now, CRKT has tried a couple takes on the adjustable wrench, and the second time around, the Septimo, they almost got it right. I feel like there's a lot of things going with it, but unfortunately, I feel like the adjustable wrench is just a little too weak. I don't really care for how it opens like this, and you actually only have about just over a 1/2 inch opening. I feel like they could have opened a lot wider. And then this bar seems very narrow. So for instance, let's see, this is another CRKT offering. So if you can tell right there, it seems like this has a lot more metal to it than this one. And I'm just not a fan of that. I feel like it probably could have an opportunity to break in the future. Now, with this tool right here, you do have, let's see, there we go. You have the double-sided bit. You've got the holder, which is cool. You've got the bottle cap lifter. You've got the bit driver. You have the knife that actually has a wire stripping notch or rope cutting notch as well. So there's a lot of things going with this. It's very thin. It's very light. It's got a nice pocket clip. But I feel like the adjustable wrench isn't quite up to spec. So it's good, but I'm not sure that it's great. Now, the CRKT Guppy, I feel like was definitely CRKT's best take on the adjustable wrench. Now, it doesn't open extremely far. You've only got just about a little over a 1/2 inch opening, but you do have the nice pocket clip. You have got the adjustable wrench. On this side, you even have a knife, and then you have a 1/4 inch bit driver on the bottom, and then you can easily attach it to a belt. There was a plug-and-play system where you had extra bit storage and a flashlight. I unfortunately did not get that when I bought this, but I feel like the Guppy was actually a pretty well thought out minimalist design. It's almost like the skeletal of adjustable wrenches, and I'm actually a pretty big fan. Now, the last tool that makes it into the top 5 on this list is the next tool, and this is actually the best. So I keep reviewing this because I want you guys to realize that this is a really good tool, and some people may not have seen this yet, and I want to give that opportunity so you can add this to your collection. So this actually opens about 1 inch wide, and I've used this extensively at work. I've used this on the roof to work on exhaust fans, and it really has a wide jaw, as you can see right there, just fantastic. See, the bar is much thicker than on the Septimo. And then the other side of the plier handle is actually the 1/4 inch bit driver. It comes with a couple extra bits, and then you actually do have a saw and you have a knife as well. So a huge fan of the Nextool adjustable wrench. It does an excellent job. It is a little bit heavy, but it does an excellent, excellent job. Now, there are a couple, I don't know if you'd say honorable mentions, but I want to add these in to the list to let you know about these. This right here is an A, G, and J. And it's really hard to read, but that's what it says, A, G, and J. And this has a pry bar screwdriver on the bottom, so I guess technically it's a multi-tool. It is almost slim enough to fit in the Leatherman Surge. That got my mind thinking. Could I fit this into the T-shank adapter? Well, unfortunately, this is too wide, but I would love to see something like this on pocket clip, maybe? Could you? It's possible. But I think this is worthwhile mentioning. Sometimes it shows up on eBay. I'm tempted to get a couple extra of these. I wish this was still made. If you guys find anything that is similar to this that is still made, please let me know because I'm probably interested. Now, this tool right here is sort of a take on the Spyderco adjustable wrench plier. That is probably a great set of pliers, but that is no longer made the Spyderco. This is a cheap Chinese version. So you got your exploding pliers right here. If you open it just right, let's see, and maybe we have to, there we go, sort of explode like that. Hopefully they don't explode in your pocket. And you've got the spring load pliers here. You lock them in place here, and then you have this adjustable wrench here. Now, once again, this is a little bit thinner. I don't think it's extremely sturdy. And when we're looking at the opening, it's actually just a 1/2 inch or even a little under. So I'm a little bit underwhelmed by its capability on the wrench side. I like the pocket clip. And then, of course, it has these proprietary bits that you can't find anywhere except on your tool. So those things sort of limit it, and then it does have a wobbling knife. Always nice when your knife wobbles. So that right there is a little bit of a safety concern for $15, $12, $10, depending where you buy it. I know it's cheap, but this one actually is cheap. So just be aware, but I can't help not liking it. So I actually sort of like this tool, and I'm tempted to fix it up and use it, but it's really not worth it. But it's almost a great design. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I plan to do a community post where I'm going to ask you, what do you think? Should an adjustable wrench, does it belong on a multi-tool? And I'll be excited to see your comments and your votes. I'll try to have that up by tomorrow. All right, I'll see you in the next video.